We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And the Hawkeyes headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolverines offense will go to work first. And here comes Bryce Underwood. He probably spent plenty of time in the training room after being sacked 7 times in that loss last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They'll run it to the right side. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
These situations in football come up all the time. You practice them.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm. And
he's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And, man, it's really nice when you start to have a QB that understands exactly what the situation is. 3rd down, like my execution, not trying to make big plays. How can I move the sticks, get myself another set of down?
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the 2nd level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the 2nd level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage.
Could be an outing. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell.
He's loose down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Marshall.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll try the right side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Phillips. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win.
Finding some room. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Marshall. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Underwood. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Looking for an open area to his left. Across the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Complete downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Hawkeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense set on first down. Plows through the defense. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. And they're able to make the tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talked about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Complete to the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Using the quick game. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Off play action on 1st down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the tailback. Got a little grass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Running it to the right. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Knocked off his feet.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Punts it out of the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Marshall. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And they can't make the connection, and 3/4 are in the books as we head to the 4th. And as we start the 4th quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Holds and fires complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Snowed under by the defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with...
There's a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught, and he's got room. Crosses midfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw it again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Here's Kamari Malton, looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Bringing it out. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David